Hi everybody, this is David. This video, my purpose is to kind of walk you through the first week of class. I actually might do this every week. If it's easy enough. I'll just do a little video kind of explaining the homework and the assignments. We'll see. Anyway, let's talk about this first week, what I want you to do, how I want you to do it. Let's start with video lectures. The first thing I want you to do is go through some video lectures that I've recorded. Just a quick thing about these lectures. It's a really awkward process to talk to a computer and pretend it's a class. So please, no making fun of me if I stutter. I am sorry. I've been watching them and they're not super great. But I figure you'd rather watch me stumble through the awkward process of recording than read my writing. So that's why I did that. Anyway, I've got 3 lectures I want you to go through. The first one is really just a course overview. I talk about the syllabus and stuff like that. The second is an introduction to biblical interpretation, where I overview what biblical interpretation is, and I talk about the unique challenges of biblical interpretation as opposed to modern day communication. And then right off the bat, we're going to be talking about something called textual transmission, which is how the Bible was copied by hand up until the printing press, and the problems, the fact that that's an imperfect process caused some problems for us, so we need to be aware of those problems. Anyway, so those are the 3 video lectures. Now, how do you view these video lectures? Well, probably the easiest thing is to click external links here, and here you have them. Let's see, just click on that. Hi everybody, this is David Looney, and in this video I want to... Yeah, it's kind of weird, a video within a video. I want to show you something real quick. These are recorded all the way in 1080p. So I did that because I do have times where I'll bring up Bible software programs, and I want you to be able to read the screen. So anyway, I'm just letting you know that it is in pretty high quality. You know, obviously if you don't have broadband, maybe that's not possible, but it's in there. See, I do have broadband and it's still dragging a little bit here. Well, whatever, you get the idea. Anyway, so that's how you view those all the way, all the lectures will be here. Now, if for whatever reason one of these links is kind of glitchy, the other thing you could do is go to davidlooney.info. This is what my personal website looks like. Just go to biblical interpretation, and here you go. You've got PowerPoints. I'll be adding more resources to this as time goes on, but it'll be pretty easy to access here. Okay, so that's how it works. Now back to homework assignments. So after you watch the video lectures, I'm sorry, not after, but you've got to watch the video lectures. I also want you to read. I think for this homework assignment, watch the video lectures before you read, because I think they'll help you with the reading portion. So read chapter 1 of Intro to Biblical Interpretation. That's this big guy right here. This is one of 2 texts you're required to have for this book. I'm sorry, for this class. It's pretty big, and it's it's more intense for a introductory course. But I'm not asking you to read the whole thing. In fact, as you can see here, I'm asking you to read chapter 1, which isn't very long, and then all you have to do is skim chapter 6. So I want you to read chapter 1 carefully. My lecture will help you understand chapter 1, so you should be able to read it without a problem. Read it, make sure you understand it. If you don't understand it, call me, text me, email me, Skype me, something, but you need to know the information in chapter 1. Very, very important. It's foundational to the rest of the course. I'm also asking you to skim chapter 6. Now, chapter 6 is I just kind of want to introduce you to those concepts. I forget what the title of that chapter is. The goal of interpretation. I cover most of these concepts in my lecture, but I want you to hear it from them. You don't need to read it, but you can skim it. Just be aware of what the authors are trying to tell you. Okay? So that's reading. Now, before you do any of that, I think you should start by reading these questions. I've got questions and then a little essay for you to write. So I suggest you look at this information first, so that as you watch the lectures, as you do your reading, you know what to look for. Okay? So here are the questions. There's 10 questions. Answer them so that you can tell me the information I'm looking for, but also convince me that you understand the information. So don't just regurgitate something you copied and pasted. Tell me convince me in a sense that you understand, and also give me the data. So those are two things I'm looking for. Looking for the information, answer the question, and then answer it in a way that you convince me that you know it. That's what I'm looking for. Now, the last part of the weekly worksheet, that's what this part is called, is to respond to a video. Now, this is the last thing you're going to do, because you have to understand everything I've just taught you in order to respond to this video. I haven't linked it in Blackboard yet, so I'm going to have to go to my website to show you what the video is. Anyway, modern translations for the King James versus the King James. This is what the video looks like. Oh, I forgot to turn it down.
If any man shall add unto these.
Cool. So basically, this guy's going to make some pretty bold statements. He's going to present a view that's very common in a lot of churches, and I want you to, after understanding the information that I provide in the lectures and then that you get from the reading, and after you answer these questions, I want you to take everything you've learned, watch this video, and then write a short essay on how you would respond to what this gentleman is saying. You don't have to be mean. In fact, you can even agree with him if you want, but I do want to know that you are incorporating this information that I'm teaching you. Great, so put all that into a Word document, and then click on this button here, and hit choose file, and then upload it. Do it on Blackboard. Don't email me this stuff unless Blackboard's not working for you. The next thing is write a journal article. You've got to write me 500 to 750 words. Make sure that's in Turabian format. If you have any questions about that, actually, let me bring up my website one more time. Okay, if you have any questions about how to do these assignments, I actually provide templates on here. Like, for example, on my website, I've got the weekly journal. That's what I'm asking you to do, is to write 500 to 750 words in Turabian format. If you don't know what that looks like, go here, download, and do exactly what's on here. Okay, this is a perfect journal. This is written by James, but he doesn't have a bibliography. I'm not asking you to cite any external sources, but if you do cite them, or if you do quote from somebody, then you got to quote them. So anyway, these are your different options. You've got 3 different journal prompts you could choose from. Okay, so just pick one, write on that, use the right format, submit it to me using Blackboard. If you've got any questions, give me a call. All right. God bless you guys.